All right, let's get started. Today we get to control real golems. So Mikey, why don't we go over to that villager? I think he's going to be able to explain it to us properly.
Good afternoon. Let me tell you how it all works. First, of course, you have to give me money, and then you'll dive into one of the liquid columns. I think you'll figure out how to connect and start controlling the golems.
That sounds awesome! Well, JJ, now it's time to pick up your golem. I'm very interested in what abilities we'll get when controlling it. I may have a cheap golem, but I think it will still be strong.
We'll find out soon enough. All right, I think it's time we start making our own golems. As I thought, no one's going to give them to us right away, which means we're gonna have to make them ourselves. Well, it's good that we've at least been told how to do that, because if we were trying to do something from scratch, it would take us a long time, and that would be money down the drain, so let's hurry up. I can't wait to try my hand at controlling a golem. I've never done this before.
I don't think it's actually that hard to make, because golems themselves are very simple creatures. But if we were to make a dragon, it would be very difficult. And by the way, I don't know how you're doing, but I'm doing just fine. So I'm almost ready to jump in. I hope you're not in too much pain, because unlike me, you're not immersed in lava.
It doesn't hurt. All right, here I am in the head of this golem, and I have to admit, it looks pretty awesome. I didn't think I could get such great entertainment for so little money. Well, that's just me for a little money. Mikey wouldn't have had enough for one of these. Now I gotta clean this place up and make it comfortable for me, because I don't think I'm gonna be getting out of here anytime soon. The only problem is there's no refrigerator, which means I'm gonna have to get out to at least eat. But that's okay. I guess Mikey and I will figure something out. I've got to get all the systems set up, because I've been made very clear that if I don't get it set up properly, I won't be able to take a single step. And I was wondering something else. Why a lava golem costs so much, and at the same time, a water golem costs next to nothing. Is there really such a big difference in abilities? Well, we'll find out soon enough. In the meantime, we'll just have to be patient and keep it running. I understand we're basically the villagers' first customers, but to be honest, I've never seen anything like this before. I think he's kind of a genius inventor. If everything is as I think it will be, we can offer him cooperation, because an army of golems like that could be unstoppable. All right, I think I'm done, which means that now we can start launching the golem itself. I think Mikey's got it all figured out too, and we'll be out of our creation sites at the same time. Well, that's it. Welcome the new golem to this world, and how cool he looks. I get the feeling that no one else can beat him. After all, my golem is made of lava, so it can dissolve almost anything in its path. But where's Mikey? Did I overestimate him? Well, I guess it won't be long before he can join me. There's nothing complicated about customizing a golem after all, although walking is still a problem for me.
Hi, JJ. Here we are in the guise of golems. It's so cool to control someone so much stronger than you. I can feel all that power. And I take it you were able to get out a little bit before I did. So I'd love to hear everything you've learned about how these creatures work. But then again, I'm much more interested in pushing all these buttons myself. And I understand they're very powerful. I think we could definitely use that ability.
Look, Mikey, I can throw blocks a long distance. With that kind of power, it will be very convenient to fight at long range. I also have a hammer, which can be used to strike hard and square. So far, I'm really enjoying everything.
And I get to use water in a really cool way. I can shoot small projectiles and launch a very strong wave. I don't know where it all comes from, but I'm guessing it's from our bodies. Let's try activating our powers again. I want to learn everything these golems are equipped with.
Let me try something too. I think I can shoot a lot of lava. I just need to figure out how. Look, I did it. That's so cool. It's like I'm firing a shotgun. I can cover a lot of ground with this attack, which means I can kill a lot of enemies at once.
That's really cool. There's a reason we spent so much money on these golems. They'll definitely be useful to us. And to be honest, I can't wait to try them out in battle. I feel like I could beat anyone.
I agree with you. We need an opponent. Mikey, I've been told that there's a village that's been overrun by mutant zombies. If you remember, they're those huge zombies that can't be killed by normal means, and I suggest you help the villagers deal with this threat, because they're not exactly strong enough. And at the same time, we can see what our golems can do. And I'm already realizing that even these monsters aren't a significant threat to them. Look how good I am at beating them. I don't think they can even come near me. That's very good, because I have ranged attacks.
That's so cool. They really can't do anything to you at all. But you send them into space with one attack, and no matter how tough they are, they can't survive a hit like that. The most important thing is that they don't hit you like that, because I know that zombies can fly like that. But unlike them, our golems can survive that kind of damage. Well, at least I hope so. It wouldn't be good if it broke down like a toy car.
Well, I've been sent flying after all, but remembering how much that golem cost, I just can't believe he'd even get a scratch out of one of these. Like I thought, you can't just destroy them, so we're going to have to find a much stronger opponent than these zombies. But since we agreed to help the village, we should kill all these zombies. Luckily, there's not too many of them left. Who knows, maybe the villagers will thank us for what we've done. Although if I were them, I'd think it was just the stronger monsters coming.
By the way, I found something very strange. Sometimes I looked through the windows of these houses, but I didn't see anyone at all. Although there must be a whole village with villagers, and I can't figure out where they've all disappeared to. Are these zombies the villagers? That can't be true, because they'll never be mutant zombies. They'll never become mutant zombies. So I think there's something really weird going on here, and it would be nice if we could figure it out.
Watch your step, Mikey. I think I found something very suspicious. It looks like footprints someone left behind. But why would they do that? I think we should follow this trail and see where it takes us. There's a chance it's a trap, but I don't think we can lose. After all, we're running 2 powerful golems right now, and the enemy has only one chance to defeat us. They must have golems just like us.
Well, here we are at the right place. You know, I think I can hear who's in there. The screams are exactly the same as the mutant zombies, so we're gonna have to fight them again. Except I'm actually feeling kind of good about it, because I always want to experience the power of what I bought, and it was a very expensive purchase for me. So I'm gonna squeeze everything I can out of this golem, and then you and I will be heroes and everyone will respect us.
I think you're starting to make up too much already. It's not like we're saving the world. We're just trying to figure out what happened in one little village. Although, who knows, maybe there really is someone very bad behind all this. But I'm doing all this not because I want fame and recognition, but because I realize that no one else can do it but us. So in essence, it's our duty. Because the strong should always help and save the weak. I hope there will be stronger opponents.
Look, there's the ones we've been trying to find. And how did they manage to get into the cage? As far as I know, zombie mutants aren't smart enough to come up with a plan like this. They'd probably just kill everyone. So someone very clever and devious is definitely behind this. But where it is, we don't have an answer to that yet. But I think if we ask the villagers, we might get some clues. Don't worry, we'll be there to save you all soon enough. And you won't have to sit in that awful cave anymore.
You know, we kind of saved them. But I still feel like we're missing something. So keep your eyes open, Mikey. And I keep wondering what's right in the middle of this cave. It looks like a big cooking vat, but why is it here? Did all these villagers want to be cooked?
You know what? That vat was exactly what you needed to fall in. So let me give you a little help. Who are you gonna do now? Now your golem is of no use at all. And don't worry, we'll kill our friends soon enough.
But why would you do that? Oh no, why did they do this to me? I'm very angry with them. So angry that I'm willing to kill anyone who had anything to do with it. They also tried to take out both of us. If I just get out, they're done for. It's a horror.
See, JJ, and they locked me in a cage. Except they didn't think I was made of water at all.
Wow, what a cool skill you have. I didn't know you could do that. Come on over here.
So you just lie there for a while and I'll be able to get you out soon enough. I don't think you're gonna be able to go anywhere on your own, though. Also, don't you find the behavior of these villagers very strange? I know we don't look very nice, but it's like they've been planning this for a long time.
You're right. This doesn't seem like a coincidence, so we need to figure it out. Hey, I completely forgot I could remotely control the units. It doesn't matter what they're made of. So with a little effort, I can get out on my own. In the meantime, you can figure out what we're gonna do next. I think we just need to find those villagers again and talk to them, because there's obviously been some kind of mistake. The most important thing is that they're willing to listen to us. And I'm almost out, so it's not gonna be long now. I wonder if my golem will work as well.
Wow, you actually managed to get out on your own. That's a pretty cool accomplishment. And you know, it's like your golem's a lot stronger now that it's made entirely of obsidian. Maybe that's some kind of hidden function? Either way, We'll only know for sure when the battle starts. Until then, we can only hope he doesn't lose his motor functions.
And, you know, I've changed my mind about making nice with them. Now I really want to burn down their whole village, except I have to make my lava golem again. I wonder if I can do that if I just dip it in lava. It may be a long shot, but it's better to take the risk than to be afraid and not do it. After all, he had such cool powers, and just as I thought, it worked. And I didn't even feel hot. So now I can get back at them for good. Just don't fire your golem, because if we fire at the same time, the water will put out the lava, and we don't want that. You can do something else.
Okay, I hear you. Then I'll just start attacking them. What were they thinking when they decided to attack us? It was almost obvious we could get out, and they don't even have the proper weapons to fight us, so it's just gonna be a one-sided beating. But it's even easier that way, because we don't have to expend a lot of energy. Honestly, I'd just lie down and rest somewhere, because our adventure is starting to drag on, and I thought we could make a quick buck in this village.
Who would have thought my golem could take fire damage? Even though it's minimal, it's still there, and I think we're done here. The villagers have clearly realized we're not worth messing with. I'm still very curious as to who they've mistaken us for. I think we should take a look around the area and see if we can find anyone strange. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a worthy opponent.
See also, apparently there's another village here, and for some reason it's on fire. I don't think we can just walk away from something like this. You're the one who said we should help, so let's put it out. But from personal experience, this favor could play very badly with us. That's okay, we're still very strong, so even if they want to attack us, we'll be able to defend ourselves. The main thing is to do a good deed, and then maybe people's opinions of us will change. By the way, I saw something strange on the walls of the houses.
Well, let's go and see what it is. I have a really bad feeling about this. Like we're going to be in a lot of trouble down the road, but I didn't even think it would be this bad. How did they make all those posters? We've only just left that village. It's like someone wants us dead. But I'm not going to let it go. So we have to get rid of all these posters, because the villagers will mistakenly think we're the enemy.
In that case, let's find all the wanted posters in general and tear them down. I think there are a lot of them already made all over the village. I'm also itching to find out who's doing this. I just wonder if it'll help us stop being villains. You know, I've been doing some thinking. What if this whole thing started because we decided to control these golems? I mean, if we just walked by, no one would have thought we were villains and tried to destroy us.
No, it's definitely too early for us to give up just yet. I will get to the truth and find out the answers to all the questions that interest me. Look, it looks like a lonely farm, and there's no better place for us to be yet, because we're big and easy to find. And there's a barn here that's big, so we can definitely fit in there. We just have to make sure there's no one here, because we could be turned in.
Don't worry, it'll be fine. So let's just go to the barn. By the way, look at the scary Scarecrow. I think if it were alive, it could fight us on equal footing, because it's based on a golem too. It can't suddenly come to life, can it?
I find it hard to believe it could be alive, but we better watch it for a while, because I have a little suspicion about it. Mikey, I was right. This Scarecrow is alive after all, and it's kind of scary. So let's go. If we lock the door from the inside, it can't get to us. Who'd have thought we could scare it, considering we're inside the golems now? But that Scarecrow is giving off an ominous aura. It's probably even stronger than you and me.
The most important thing is that he doesn't realize where we're hiding, because there's nowhere to go from here. Although we could just jump off and keep running. After all, you've shown by example that falling doesn't do them any damage at all. But I'd hate to leave this place. At least not for a while, because we need to get some rest. We've been active for over 24 hours, so I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tired. And there's hay here to use as a pillow.
Listen, I've got an idea, but it's kind of risky. Basically, I want to break into the house and look for some weapons. And since the golems are too big for the doors, we'll have to go after him ourselves. I'm really scared myself, but we don't have any other choice. Something tells me we can't just take him down like this. And it'd be nice to find a shotgun at least, 'cause that should do enough damage to at least slow this thing down.
All right, I'll go with you. We just have to do it quick before that Scarecrow sees us. You know, we can be perfectly safe inside the house, because it's the same size as our golems, which means it can't get in. Although he might start taking the house apart a little bit at a time, and that's when we're in trouble, and we can't stay here forever. So you're right, we could really use the guns, and against a monster like that, I'd really like to find a rocket launcher. but I don't think the average farmer has one.
Well, then let's go and find something. I'd suggest we rob this house too, of course, but we don't have time. There could be some jewelry or money in here, but guns are more important right now. It's got to be here somewhere. And just as I thought, it really is here. Which means now we can try to kill him, as long as we have enough ammo. But that won't be a problem. Too bad it's only a shotgun. It might not do enough damage, but we don't need it. It's just a distraction.
Well, if you're ready, we can get started. I don't really like sitting around here. It's like we're showing him we're really scared of him. And we've been through so much, so we're not scared of some bird scarecrow.
I think distracting him would be pretty dangerous, even for you. So let's just go for a frontal assault. We've got nothing left to lose anyway. At least this way, there's a better chance of all the bullets hitting him. Here we are, Scarecrow. Attack us if you're not afraid. And taste those bullets. I think you're gonna like them a lot. Mikey, it looks like the bullets are working, which means it's gonna take a while, but we can beat him. Wait, am I doing any damage at all?
We have to run away now, because he doesn't care about your bullets at all.
Wait, what just happened? Did I walk into a trap? I just can't figure out who said it. Well, at least now that Scarecrow can't reach me, I just need to find a way upstairs.
JJ, I think I know who the villagers have mistaken us for. Look at this army. Who'd have thought scarecrows could gather in a pack? Which means they have consciousness after all. You know, I was glad we started this adventure together. And even though it's the end,